What's up, everyone? It's Rick here at UTV Source, and if you've been hiding under a rock, you probably know nothing about these two little machines behind me that we got to put together in the stories on our social media channel at UTV Source. So these are the brand new RZR 200s from Polaris. They come standard with 100cc electronic fuel injection, 4-stroke single cylinder motor. It has a fuel capacity of 2.5 gallons, a dry weight of 735 pounds, and a recommended weight not to exceed of about 375 pounds, and that includes 50-pound storage capacity in the back. They are chain driven, and they come with 7 inches of suspension travel front and rear and 10 inches of ground clearance. They are 89 inches long and 48 inches wide. So it's a pretty capable little machine right out of the box, and they're going to be a ton of fun for our customers' kids, which happen to be a little girl and a boy, obviously, to the colors now. Some of the cool features that I was reading up on during the build was the technology, the safety tech that Polaris put into these machines. And it's pretty rad. If you're a parent, listen up, because it gets really interesting and really cool really quick. Polaris launched the Youth Ride Control powered by the Ride Command app. You download it off your phone. You have total control of how fast little Susie and Johnny get to drive as they develop their skill set and get comfortable into their new machines. They also give you the ability to shut the machines down. You can create a geofence or boundaries, which is pretty cool. So you have total control over these machines. Now, both machines come standard with the driver and passenger helmet, and it has helmet sensing technology, meaning they can't drive the machines unless they're not wearing a helmet. So Polaris crushed it on the safety features. The recommended age is 10 years. Is what Polaris claims is a safe age, but as a parent, you get to determine, when your child is ready to go rip and, have some adventures. So with that being said, let's dive into the build. They're pretty legit. Let's get into it, guys. So one of the very first parts we installed on the brand new RZR 200 from Polaris are these bitchin' machined tie rods from Shock Therapy. And Shock Therapy was one of those companies that jumped in headfirst in all makes and models, and they create some pretty insane parts. Like, this is a big boy tie rod for a little kid car. Big machined hardware, jam nuts, rod ends. In fact, it's so big that you have to drill the spindle to accept the new hardware. You have an adult size part in a kid size car. And then stop there. You can see the front sway bar end link is tucked in there as well. It is adjustable, and big boy parts on little kid cars. Pretty legit. We got them on the website. Go throw a set in your garage. So you're gonna notice we kept the factory wheels and the factory tires. They're lightweight, they're designed for this machine, and we just had them dismounted. And this one was powder coated lollipop pink. It's pretty legit, pretty stoked on it, and I'm sure at some point there'll be more wheels available, but at this current moment there's not too much in the market unless you want to start running wheel spacers. Notice this one is pink. 518 Designs crushed it on their app. They did a great job. We went with the UTV Source livery on it. It's pretty legit, and they back cut everything. Now, both machines got the same parts, right? So we have the steering tie rods and the sway bar end links on the little boys RZR 200. You're gonna notice that it has a coilover suspension on it as well. It is dual A-arm front suspension. We went with Nardo Gray on his as well. Pretty legit. Again, the wrap is a matte black and white. 518 Designs crushed it on this thing. It looks so sick. Both machines turned out pretty insane. So let's go to the back and check out the rear suspension. Now, The new rear suspension is kind of like, well, your typical UTV that's out on the market today. It has a small trailing arm and radius rods in the rear. So again, we hooked up with shock therapy. They just launched these. This is the brand new shock therapy rear radius rods. Big boy parts on a little kid's car. Big hardware. Those are not going to break. They're not going to bend. This machine is going to be able to take a lot of abuse. And you're going to notice back there, rear sway bar end links were also installed. We removed the factory parts. They were just, they're really, 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 really small. And kids are going to hit things, and I'm pretty sure adults are going to be driving these machines as well when their kids go to sleep. We did the same over here. They're just dialed in. They're legit. Now you're going to notice this rear suspension is coilover as well. It's adjustable. Polaris did a really nice job on these machines. They really did. Disc brakes all around, front to back. There's 7 inches of suspension travel on here and little CVs. Check those things out. No more live axle. Let's take a look at the engine. There it is in all its glory. Single cylinder, 4-stroke. Really easy to change the oil. You can see the little oil filter down there as well. And this is pretty interesting. You know, it's adult parts on little kids' cars. It has a little mini UMP air filter. Super easy to clean. You don't have to remove anything. It's right there. Has a nice little O-ring in there as well. And the fit and finish is really, really nice from Polaris. They did a great job on this, making it really easy to take care of this machine. All right, we ditched the factory cage. It's a 2-piece cage. It bolts together. It's kind of thin wall, and you know, the customer wanted the best of the best. And this is the Madigan Motorsports RZR 200 cage with every available option selected, and that includes the front windshield to keep the elements out and the debris out, the branches, the mud, the rain, the weather. Keep the little ones happy inside. It is removable. We use the DRT fender washer kit to install them versus the kit that comes with the cage. It has an aluminum skinned roof as well. It's very, very, very nice, just like the big boys. And both cars got the same treatment. So on the back, another option on the cage is the rear dust wing, just like the big boys. When you turn the machine on, it's wired. It's going to come in and come on amber, and then when you hit the brakes, it's going to get a little bit brighter. So it's like a brake light, dust light. Now, this is what I really liked about this cage. It came with a harness bar that is actually correct. It sits lower than the opening of the seats. These are not factory seats. You're gonna notice the doors are not factory as well. So it is the factory door frame and latch. This is the Madigan Motorsports door kit. Now the factory doors stopped about right here, and they ran a net up. This is a high door. It looks great, bolts right on. It's gonna keep the elements out again. You can see the detail in there. It's pretty legit. On the inside, we ditched the factory seats, and we installed a brand new set of PRP GT3 Minis. Now it's a universal seat, not just for the Polaris 200. There is a bracket that's installed so both seats are still adjustable, driver and passenger. This is a full suspension seat, so it's going to offer more containment and more safety. And you're going to notice that the harnesses come through the seat. Now we did away with the over-the-shoulder OEM seat buckle, and we installed the 4.2 auto buckle from PRP seats. There's some pretty cool features on that, so let's get into it. So a little more added safety on the auto buckle, and it's pretty familiar for any kid to use. Every kid knows how to get out of their mom and dad's car. It's that simple. They know how to put it on and take it off, so you know, you don't always have to assist them. You're just gonna wanna make sure it snaps and locks in. But then there's a sternum strap too. So that keeps the harnesses from separating from one another in case they throw it on the side or hit something. But rest assured, when you're running like a PRP GT3 mini seat in these, the harnesses aren't gonna come over. They're not over the shoulder like the factory seat. So it is a removable cushion. The battery is located underneath this seat. And when you're washing it out, that mesh is gonna let the water fall right down. It's pretty cool. So we didn't stop there. They got Madigan Motorsports suede steering wheels. And the black one came with black and red stitching with a nice little red anodized ring. The steering is adjustable. Mom and Dad will probably have to help out with that because you actually have to twist it off, and it takes a little bit of force to do, which is pretty good. So now that all the safety is taken care of, we went ahead and had some fun. This is the Madigan Motorsports front grille insert. Now there's no radiator up front, so you didn't need to go crazy with the mesh. They kind of nailed it. This one's done in white, and we paired it with a set of Casey Highlights Flex singles with the gold ring, so you can order different colored rings, black, red, blue, green. They come standard in orange. It's a low amp draw, so it's gonna be just enough light for these machines to not kill the battery. Both machines got 5150, 187 Bluetooth whips with a remote control, which is a pretty cool feature. You know, I know the kids are gonna love it. I know parents love it because it's an easy identifier at night, which kid's yours and where they're at. It's a great safety feature. They're just a lot of fun. These came with the remote control as well, and there is an app that you can download and control off your phone as well. They come in different sizes and lengths as well. This is a magnetic quick release, and every 5150 whip will come with a cap cover, just like that, to keep the water out when you're removing whips. There's the remote control, and you just simply download the app. Well, we finished the builds off with Madigan Motorsports rear cover plates. Just kind of hides the void that's back here. They look great. This one's done in black with a red mesh behind it, and black with white mesh. They turned out amazing. I'm pretty pumped. I'm excited to show these RZR 200 EFIs to their owners. I hope their kids have a great time in them. I know they're pretty stout now. We carry a ton of parts for every make and model on the website at utvsource.com. Go open a garage, start playing around with your build. You can add parts, take parts out as you like until you're 100% happy. And we've got a ton of YouTube videos, guys. Make sure you're watching them. Like, comment, subscribe. You know the deal. Keep it locked into the stories at UTV Source on Instagram and get involved in the builds. We have a ton coming, and we're going to be loading a bunch of content as we always do. So thanks for tuning in. I'm going to get these delivered today and make some little kids smile. Remember, guys, life's a ride. Make it your own.